Okay, Itamekskanatani, good morning. It is just about 8 o'clock in AM on Wednesday, September 26th, 2018, in the latter half of the lunar cycle Awakatsikitsum, the fifth and final summer moon. This morning we're starting off with a double skunk call, so I am headed to the north side right now to pick up the third skunk that I've gotten from a residence over there. And then we'll be back here on the west side to pick up a skunk in a trap that had just been set yesterday evening. So we're doing that. I'm not sure if we'll get any more skunk calls beyond that, but we'll have at least those two. And then I'm teaching this afternoon at the college. However, before I go in to teach my class, I definitely intend to swing by Mandy's den now that I have news that there have been a few different snakes sighted there, from what Randy told me yesterday. So I'm excited about that. There's a chance to see Mandy, so we'll look into that, and whatever else happens today, I guess we'll find out as we go along. Ahseksknatani apikai. Kitakapoto. Ahkitapot mi niita. Okay, Kiramatsin. Okay, apikai. Itamekskanatani. Oh. Oh. Whew. Okipa simi. Kitakapoto. Go. Okskasit. Mistä pat? Ei. Paksimi. Go esti. Miikitsimi. Go. Go. Okskasit. Mistä pat? Apikai. Apikai. Mistä pot? Okskasit. Go. Go esti. So it's noontime now. After I finished up with the skunks, I went home and did a little bit of weight training, practiced with my new top and bottom bag a bit. I've been trying to do some kind of workout every day, whether it's endurance running or martial arts or weight training or even flexibility, anything. I just want to spend, you know, an hour a day trying to maintain and increase my fitness. But it was weighing on me that the window of opportunity is closing fast on being able to get out here and see Mandy. Doesn't feel like snake weather to me. It feels kind of cool. My phone says it's 17 degrees right now, Celsius, but it feels more to me like 12, 13 degrees. Still potential. I have less than an hour to peek in at Mandy's den before I gotta, in fact I got less than a half hour before I need to be heading across town to my class, so I gotta get it done quick, see if she's there. If not, I will return after my class for a second stab at it, because I should be able to get over here by 4:30 or so. Snake should still be out, so we'll see if we can make it happen. We'll see if we can get a glimpse of the snake at the den site that Randy was talking about that might be Mandy. Yeah, let's go check it out right now. Okay, so there's definitely a little snake in here. Yearling. Possibly Mandy. It's a little dark though, might be the other yearling that Randy was talking about, one that was previously denned a little bit down the slope from here, but was chased out by a coyote mother who decided to use that spot to have some babies earlier this year. There's also a black widow here. I'm just seeing her moving in the background. Back in here a little bit. Don't know if you can see her. So yeah, no positive ID, but at least somebody's there, so we can check back later. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. My class is over for the day, and I just got a call from Paradise Golf Club through the Rattlesnake hotline that they have a snake in a bucket for me. So we're gonna go pick up that snake, but this presents kind of a dilemma because the golf club is in between a few different dens, and if I drop this snake at the wrong den this evening here, it might be a death sentence for the snake, because we're only 1 day away from having sub-zero temperatures. It's supposed to get down to -2 tomorrow, 2 degrees below zero, and so if this snake is on the move trying to find its way back to where its den is because I have relocated it to the wrong spot, that's no good, right? So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. It's kind of a sticky situation, but the very first thing I'm gonna do is go get the snake. So we'll go do that, and then we'll probably go check and see if Mandy's out at her den as well before the evening really sets in. Oh no, I never got to see the Cratchit live. I always get to see it on TV. On YouTube, I never see it live. Yeah, I'm surprised most of them have already gone away. Got to the dens, and with, you know, really like 24 hours till the sub-zero temperatures. On YouTube. It's running pretty late. Where'd this one get picked up?
Number 3. So just right in the middle of the golf course, really.
It's a weird fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's odd.
He's an angry one.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
Big?
Pretty big.
Oh, he's got his hemipenes distended, and they look like they're toxic.
What's happened?
See, his what happened was something got his penises He's got 2 penises.
Yeah.
Sometime with the males, they'll get this kind of injury happen where it's stuck out of them, and it gets necrotic, and they die slowly of infection and stuff. So he's got that problem.
So he needs some medicine or what?
Yeah, the last time I had this issue, I brought the snake. I had a veterinarian who I was working with who was willing to amputate. His already looks really necrotic. I mean, it's black.
So is that like the tail? Oh, yeah.
That black thing, yeah. Like that's, I wouldn't even doubt if it might just fall off, you know. It might just break off and fall off. I'm surprised it's not stinking, you know, because usually by that point.
It smells a little bit.
Does he?
That's a skunk, I think I smell.
Yeah, you can smell
You might smell me as a skunk, because I catch skunks every day too.
You don't want to get closer, Nicole?
I'm looking at him, bud.
Oh yeah, he's bitey too, which means he's probably in pain. Yeah.
It's still on him, eh?
Yeah, it's still attached, but
Trying to get
Sorry, I didn't text you. I lost your number. I broke my phone and I bought a new one.
I'm gonna use you guys as towels because he's too upset to
Friends off.
play with the
No, she doesn't have basketball. No, we're at the golf course. She wants to play.
Jonas, I dare you to reach your hand in there.
Okay, you first, then me.
You don't have basketball for sure, Nicole? Yeah, she says. So we're just watching Rattlesnake get caught. So you might be on the next video. Crazy. So, oh, he's a big one. So,
decent size.
he's at home. So, okay. Well, we might go play 9 holes. Right? So,
I didn't know
Okay.
that scared me.
Okay, you can come look close if you want. Now it's all safe. He's locked
yeah,
away.
she knew, so that's cool. Okay.
All right, I'm back at Cottonwood Park now. It's starting to cool down, so we'll see if anybody's at Mandy's den. That male rattlesnake is still in my vehicle. I don't think I'm going to release him this evening. You know, the situation is even more of a dilemma with his injury than it was going to be anyway. Shouldn't really be still having calls for rattlesnakes, but the ones that I get, as long as it's pretty clear where their home den is at, I can bring them straight to it. This guy was found on hole 3, which is kind of in the middle of the course, which is a place where they never find rattlesnakes, and it doesn't help me at all try to sort out whether it's a South Riverstone snake or whether it's a Popson Park snake, an upper Popson, a lower Popson. It could be from one of at least 3 or 4 different dens, and that alone is an important factor to consider, given that we're going to have sub-zero temperatures tomorrow. On top of that, it is in the late stages of dealing with this injury. This injury is not new. It's been there a while from the looks of it. And this snake is absolutely, if he survives, he's never having penises again. It looks like they were, you know, distended, swollen, necrotic. At this point, and oddly, I didn't catch any smell from the bucket, but I didn't put my nose right up there yet because the snake is so bitey. He's bitey probably because he's in a lot of pain. But okay, so the scenario is, say I drop him off at a den and it is the right den and he sticks around there. He goes in, he's probably going to die. Maybe within, I don't know how long an infection is going to take to overcome that snake, but I couldn't imagine if he's got infection courses through his body, I can't imagine he's going to live very much longer, which means snakes in the den are going to have a dead carcass in there among them if he sticks around in a den. But, you know, there's a possibility, I think, looking at the situation, and because I didn't smell the necrosis, there's a possibility that it's already gone completely like gangrenous, and maybe, I don't know, I've never observed it happen, but it's possible, I suppose, that his hemipenes might just dry up and fall off, you know, and whatever's left in his body of it that's affected might be absorbed. I don't know if he's super strong somehow against the infection, but I'm surprised he's in as good a condition as he is, given the state of things at his tail. So, you know, the other thing is, like, if I was to take him and monitor him, am I decreasing or increasing his chances of survival? You know, again, if his body is in the midst of trying to fight this infection, putting him out in sub-zero temperatures is not going to help with that either. So it is a dilemma, and right now I'm just going to sit on the case because I don't feel comfortable making a quick decision about it. I need to deliberate, and I need to check the photo database and see if I've encountered this snake before, and if I have, where he's from. Okay, we're closing in on Mandy's den now, so let's go take a look, see if anybody's out. Alright, I'm still just seeing the one young snake, yearling or 2-year-old, tucked up in the recesses of the opening to the den here. See if I can get you a look at her. See her face there. Now right under her, where her head is there, on her body, you can see a distinctive pattern break. You have a line, a dot, and another line. Mandy does have that kind of dot on that side of her body, that kind of pattern break. I'll have to check what her line looks like right behind it, because you can see that one line behind the dot is pretty distinctive, the way it kind of has a fatter end on it. Might be able to identify whether or not this is Mandy, but without seeing her, you know, pulling her out or finding her outside of the den, you know, without that and getting a more clear shot of her whole body, it's hard to say whether this is her or whether this is the yearling slash 2-year-old that was down at the lower den before and has moved. In any case, she hasn't come out in these hours, probably not going to come out while we're here, so I think I'm going to leave it at this and quit bothering. Take this other snake home and do a little investigations to see if I've seen him before, get a better look at the injury as well.